Sorry about that. Bafetu, listen, please don't get up. I know you're exhausted. I am too, Bafetu. If I join an indoor action soccer team, Naran. And actually, to be more precise, I was actually conned into joining an indoor action soccer team by someone who I once considered a friend. All right? I can't even move now. Lenare.
I do.
No.
I used to, but not anymore.
I used to, yes.
At school, I do play sports.
In high school, I used to play rugby, and I used to do like judo, you know. I play rugby and I do athletics.
I enjoy soccer and hockey.
I go to the gym and I swim and I run.
I played hockey, I swam for the swimming team.
I noticed that it's all in the past tense, guys. Yeah. I also used to play rugby, bruh. But now, according to my new action soccer teammates, I just play the full. Well, this guy plays soccer.
My name is Sipho Phiri. I work for an organization named Footballers for Life. Footballers for Life is an organization that was started by ex-professional players. And Footballers for Life focuses on life skills, education and health. I live in Cosmo City. This is my hood. It's a community, a semi-urban community that is in the north of Johannesburg. Our community consists of different extensions, from extension 0 to extension 20. Now we're going to the sports field to miss the soccer boys. Yeah, and today I'm planning to do with them fitness. Hence we're coming back from the holidays. I think they ate too much, so they need down. Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah, so fitness and cookie team. Now, some of the frustrations that we face as local coaches, especially in Cosmo City, is that we don't have proper infrastructures. We don't have proper facilities to train. We don't get enough support from the local government. And I think it's one of the things that we're supposed to be helping us in terms of making sure that these kids are here and making sure that these kids have material, these kids have equipment, these kids have soccer balls so that they can train. These kids have the facilities have nets, the facilities are smooth, they have turf and everything. Kids do get hurt here. The parents will be angry at you to say, my kid went to practice but he come back, and you cannot give an excuse to say the facilities are not proper. Go down, when you come back again.
We've got a lot of kids. This is not all of them, but we only have 4 soccer balls.
The team ka fela tsa Cosmo City. Ha re le ro dlala ball, re thoma ka buka ko sekolong. Sometimes o kra gore ma teacher ha game tsantse ne re dlala ka Saturday. Tsantse re yetso re cancel ro dlala beketla.
Let's go.
There is a local community center, but in order to access it, there's a lot of procedures. We cannot go there right now and just take the kids and go to practice because they will ask us about a lot of things. Did you consult the manager? Did you pay for the facility? Because they say the fee that they're charging is for the maintenance of the field. We cannot afford that fee. Some of the coaches that I know, they've even lost passion from training the kids and everything because we always we have to struggle when it comes to football kids, and these kids are expecting a lot from us.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I just go to Old Ed's.
Go to Virgin Active, probably about a K down the road.
There's obviously sports fields there. There's the gym, Virgin Active gym there.
We used to at the Dancerzania Club until it burned down recently.
There is a few soccer schools in my area.
I'm at the University of Johannesburg, so obviously they provide us with numerous amounts of facilities, so yeah.
You know, I always used to look at sports as a kind of weird way that men try to fight each other. You know, like one would imagine hand-in-hand combat with a stone and a stick. Like in the movie 300, bruh. You know? Or Lord of the Rings. Maybe they had more sophisticated weapons, but don't you think that putting a group of very hyped up guys in an empty space facing another group of very hyped up guys with thousands of people cheering in the crowd, it sounds like a clash between street gangs or gladiators? No? Yes?
The first Olympic Games were held in 776 BC in ancient Greece. They were a dedication to the Olympian gods, and sportsmen competed in the nude. In 393 AD, Emperor Theodosius banned the Olympic Games, calling it a pagan cult. Fast forward to South Africa in the 20th century. The apartheid government makes it illegal for black and white to play sport together. Sport becomes a hot political issue. Anti-apartheid groups call for a sports boycott. Their slogan, "No normal sport in an abnormal society." In 1963, Papua Seugulam, a self-taught Indian golfer, finds a loophole in the race laws to enter the Natal Open Golf Championship. Against all odds, he wins the tournament, but collects his trophy outside in the rain. The club is for whites only. Stories like this alert the world to the unfairness of apartheid. Sport and cultural boycotts help to pressure the apartheid government into relinquishing power. In 1994, South Africa embraces non-racialism and democracy. Once again, the world is our sporting stage. If we are to nurture top black sports people, then we need proper community facilities. Our youngsters must be given exposure to sport and the opportunity to participate and excel. What is your municipality doing to promote sport and leisure in your area? Make use of the facilities in your area and support councillors who will use their budget wisely and upgrade public spaces and facilities. Be inspired. Sport has the power to change the world.
Something to talk about amongst ourselves. You know what I mean, right? Like, other than politics, of course. Because for weeks on end, with the petrol attendant or making jokes about our teams, talking about our position on the league. But what happens after it's all over?
Dreamfields started in the build-up to the World Cup. The idea was to see if we could make sure that the benefits from this huge event coming to the country reach rural and township primary schools. So we've been doing a number of things. We get kids playing football, we upgrade football fields, and we try and find sponsors to donate football kit to these primary schools so they can play with the best possible equipment. Specifically with regard to facilities, those facilities have to be maintained by the local municipality. So we need to be in conversation with them right from the beginning. Apart from anything else, in choosing the venue, local government has to have a big say in that, because they might say, look, that's where our existing stadium is, but in fact, people don't use it because it's not on a taxi route. So we'd rather create a facility somewhere else. So there's conversation in the beginning, there's partnership in the middle, and there is, hopefully, ideally, the handing over of responsibility to them at the end. So I think when local government works well in these kinds of partnerships, they are a fantastic partner, and we've had some examples of them doing just that. I think sometimes they lag a little bit behind, and that's where the people who live in those communities really need to step up and join in and assist and take responsibility for their own sports facilities being improved. I think if you've got that mix, local government, a couple of people who are energetic, a community that's willing to assist and help look after the facility and keep the vandals out, and a partner like Dreamfields and the sponsors we could bring, that's the mix we want. But people have got to get into it and help. I think most local government officials want to see the area where they work improve. I think what's sometimes lacking is they don't always have the skills, and they're not always that good at taking projects in bite-sized chunks. So sometimes you go to a local government and you say, we can fix the soccer field, and they say, no, but we want a stadium. There isn't always a sense of patient development. And I'm not saying people must be patient and put up with nothing, but people must grab what's going and see it as part of Yes, those big dreams that they have. I think one of the biggest challenges they face is they don't always budget accurately for what it is that they have to do after the facility's been built. I think that they get very excited about new things, but they don't always look after as well as they should. And by the way, I'm generalizing. Many municipalities do a great job. But those that find themselves in trouble don't either fix or finish what they already have. We've seen projects that get started, half-finished stadiums, you know? Pick something, make it doable, do it within budget, make sure you've got maintenance money, and then build another one.
Okay, there is something more to sports than letting out your daily stress levels. And actually, that's the phrase used by my former friend as he was conning me into joining the action soccer team. And it worked. Hey kids, why do you exercise?
Do you exercise?
Sometimes at school. I do jumping jacks, I skip rope, I hula hoop. Yes, I do.
Not really.
I do actually. A little bit. Yes, athletics,
gymnastics. I do laps.
Does your mom and dad exercise?
They do.
My dad does. Yes.
Yes.
I've only seen my mother do it a couple of times, but she does it very early in the morning.
They lift weights, they run, and then my mother also does the Xbox thing.
Actually, mostly swimming, I think.
My favorite sports, swimming,
soccer,
athletics,
golf,
basketball, and netball.
Do you have a park close to your house?
A park? Sadly not.
I don't think so.
Yes, but I can't go there. It's very dangerous.
And is it clean? Is it neat?
It looks very clean. It is very neat. I don't think there's any fish, and there's like a little island inside, so it's quite cute.
It's not that clean. Okay, sometimes it's safe.
Who uses the park?
Sometimes grown-ups.
Maybe children.
Children, adults, teenagers, everyone.
Would you like to have a park?
Yes.
Yes.
I wish, really, I wish.
What would you do in the park if you had one?
If we had one, I would have been playing all around.
I'll go and play soccer there, practice.
Play cricket. I prefer to be like a big golf course.
I would have a picnic.
Would you rather have more parks or would you rather have more shops?
Parks.
Shops. Parks. More shops.
More parks. Parks are much more fun than shops.
Because I'm not a shopping person. I'm more of a swimming and running around. I'm an outdoors person.
We need fresh areas. Shops are just going to make people... No, that'll be ridiculous, more shops. We have enough shops.
Can you do a handstand, cartwheel, headstand, any of those type of things?
I can do a handstand.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
I can do a handstand.
I can do a handstand, a front flip.
Yeah, I can.
Handstand and cartwheels.
I can do a handstand, but cartwheel, no.
I do only cartwheel.
I can do handstands, cartwheels, front flips.
I can do none of them.
Me neither, Toto. So don't ask me to. At least some of them have got some nice parks to run around in. In Cosmo City, however, things don't look as rosy.
Field ne re nyaka thuso rena support from government ka bane ke khale really more train I'm sure sitse re rana 9 years ngare di ground ka fela tsa sekolo tsa Cosmo City di sharp o ka ra a bana taba le rena vele councilor ke tse re etsa lang kae.
The government is putting the sports and recreation in a lower level. For an example, I'll use a lot of sporting activities around the country are sponsored by private sectors, and the government only contribute just a little, just maybe by providing infrastructure and everything. But I don't feel like they're putting sports into on the higher level. It's always on the lower level.
Kids nowadays having nothing to do. When you have sports facilities, they'll keep themselves busy. And actually it's something that will stimulate their minds.
Bana tsantse ba dlale ball vele aba sa dlale ball bo tla etsa botsotsi.
I live in Cosmo and I've been here for some time, and I think sports facilities are very important in that they help in terms of kids' development. And I think as a kid, it's very important that you play, that you enjoy just being a kid, and through that, you develop. And I believe that if we have that and kids are able to play, that they become better adults.
If the local government just put a little bit of effort in helping us to really make sure that these facilities are taken care of, these kids have equipments, they have material, they have soccer balls, the nets are provided, and yeah, you see, it's just to give us that push. We already have the passion, but we just need just a little bit of assistance.
Go. Safe running area and park gyms.
Good fields are always important. Tennis clubs, soccer fields, all your general sports. Halls for dancing is nice.
I think a lot of runners on the side of the road are very exposed.
And pools. Pools are important.
Somewhere who are trying to take all of the benefits of exercise to the people, right? And what are these benefits? Well, now it seems that a good attitude towards exercise makes you a nicer person too.
Once you have a good sports mentality, you start to like people, you start to communicate with people, you start to know the world and communicate with other people in a different way. Through our workshop and through our sports in code, we decided to build morals around our kids. They are no longer bullying each other. What they do now, if they have a lot of energy, they invest it in their sports. Mentally, you're working very fine when you are exercising a lot. And most of the people who are playing sports, they are good in a classroom because their minds are good.
It's one of the mandate of the local government to make sure that people are having facilities within Diepsloot. But in Diepsloot, it's still a challenge because as much as we are more than 20 years old, but we still have a challenge of not having a facilities that is owned by a local government. So I don't know what went wrong where, but I want to tell them that a sports facility is one of the biggest issues that are around Diepsloot in terms of the crime that you see is being made by young people. And if young people can have facilities to practice their talent into facilities, we will have the minimum crime that is happening in Diepsloot. But most of the people in Diepsloot, they are crying for RDP houses. But if you have RDP houses and without any facilities within Diepsloot, how our kids are going to be played? We really need some talented young people around the area. We use schools facilities as an alternative, and we are happy because of the principal are cooperating with the community in terms of working together. But at the very same time, we are pleading to the community to say they must look at the facilities and work with the facilities because they end up coming to the school and vandalize the schools. And also people who are stealing our poles, if you can just look at our poles around here, they've been installed by the Nyaope guys, and some of the community members must be able to keep an eye to those facilities and make sure that the facilities that we have, at least they have been maintained and in a good way. And also with the CWP working together, we can do a lot of things. As much as we understand that our communities must be able to attend our local government meetings, we must be able to give our councillors to be aware that we're really looking for those facilities within communities like Diepsloot. Every time when we vote for someone, we are expecting him to deliver. And now, when we are going for the local election this year, people must be aware that we are looking for facilities, and our young people are going to vote. And if our young people are going to vote, our young people, they need facilities. They must not run away from that. So we are not going to come here 5 years to come again talking about the very same issue. This must come to the end. People must have facilities. We must have people who are playing for the national teams who are coming from Diepsloot. We know we have talent.
tell it like it is, bruh. Just a quick question though. Who will keep them maintained? Is it a user pay principle? Should it all be free?
I believe people shouldn't be paying for the facilities to access the facilities, because I think this is the facilities are built for them to use.
Well done, boy.
Sometimes we need to go an extra mile. Go to write proposal to other maybe stakeholders that we have identified, such as shops, and sometimes we need to get the parents involved in order for these kids to have equipments. Because we are also not only coaches, but we are also their role models. So if we cannot provide the equipments, the material, the kids, where they just just say, you know what, I'm tired of playing for your soccer team. It's not providing us with anything, and they don't have a soccer kid, so kids end up in the street.
Left.
The most important element of the team is that we're not practicing or doing physical activities only, but also we incorporate that with life skills. So we teach them behavior and leadership skills, things like that.
Okay. But to vocal will make you a nicer person. It'll make you a better leader, and will even make you less stressed. Oh, well, I'm not convinced, Mafethu. I'm still not going back to that action soccer game, Mafethu. And don't try and make me too. Right? Jeez.
There's a group of matrics forcing other learners to post their registration and the party they're going to vote for online. There's a whole page. All I wanted to do was pee. And then these girls approached me in the bathroom with... Chomi! Oh, Chomi, they forced me to post my vote online. It was so horrible. Forced you? Chomi, forced you? We must report this.
Exercise regularly.
Exercise.
Eat healthy.
I like chocolate and ice cream.
I'm very lazy.
I think I'd rather go to the park.
I'd rather go to the park.
Definitely the park. To the park.
I suppose it depends though.
Park. I like hiking, I like the outdoors.
Depends on what show.